If you don't change, nothing will change. I remember that thing that I did when I started my fitness journey. It is pretty cringe, but I genuinely think that I got some value from going and doing it. I remember someday going online and watching some videos about fitness and specifically mindset. I remember listening to that guy talking about the need to accept a new identity and to change. Now, at first, I said to myself, what the fuck does he talk about? Accepting a new identity, fucking changing? I just want to have visible six-pack abs. But but I realized, as he explained, that actions give results, and by taking those actions consistently, the thing that will naturally occur is an identity change. I remember it made sense. So I decided to listen to him and to accept changing, to accept change. And at first, it didn't do anything. But then as the days went by, I started to come into a deeper realization that I need to change. Beliefs wise, values wise, what I do wise, actions, but just change in general. Because the person I was not a guy who is in a good shape, was not a guy who takes the right actions consistently, and it basically stands for my mind. I didn't believe I can improve my fitness, I didn't really value fitness, and I didn't have the kind of mind that made me jacked. So I decided to change it, to develop some more belief in my capacity to change my body, to value fitness more, to give it a higher value, to sacrifice more for it. I accepted changing these beliefs, but in reality, nothing changed after I decided to change. But here's the thing. Once you accept changing, once I accepted it, I also accepted sacrificing. And when I accepted sacrificing, is when I realized it is inevitable. So I started to make more sacrifices to fitness. I played video games less. I went to sleep earlier. I ate a better diet and I continuously lost weight. And the funny thing was that a lot of people online talk about how you should change your identity, bro. You should change your mind and then your body will change. But in reality, it's not the mind before the body. It's kind of like you push with some momentum. You start with the mind, but you actually change the body and the actions specifically, and because of that the mind changes again. It is a kind of a feedback loop that changes both. I started by accepting a change, and then I changed, and my actions actually proved to me I've changed. And because of that, that positive feedback loop caused me to improve. An improvement is a change, right? It's basically a different state than you are in right now. It's a better state. Improving your fitness is basically you taking a few actions consistently over the next weeks and months. It's about who you are and the knowledge that you have. Let's ignore the knowledge for a second because I assume you know a bit about fitness. Who you are is the second aspect, is the second aspect that determines the actions that you take, and the actions that you take basically determine the results that you will get. Let's also ignore genetics because we can't really control them. It's basically all about what you know and who you are. Now, I genuinely don't think that you can change just by watching this video. It's impossible. And if it is, it's not like a real concrete change. It will be a small change if you do. But you change by actually changing and taking different actions consistently, by acting as different beliefs are true consistently. How does a guy prove to himself that he's disciplined? He does not look at a mirror and say to himself, I'm disciplined 1,000 times per day. No, he actually goes and does the discipline thing over and over again for weeks, months, and years. David Goggins, his level of real discipline, if you watch some of his podcasts or just the short videos of his, he does not sound insecure. He's not insecure at all about his discipline because it's so real, because it stems from real experience. And that's the thing. Real discipline, not fake discipline, not ego based discipline, is based on the truth. And the truth is undeniable action, or in other words, action. The point of this video is to just make you realize you need to accept change, and then you need to actually take the right actions. You need to start by taking the leap, because without accepting changing, without realizing that changing is necessary and not really not really wanting to change or accepting a change, you will not change. You will just put a barrier between you and the guy you need to be to get the results that you want. And because of that barrier, you will not get them. You need to destroy this barrier by just having this deep realization that by changing, you will improve your physical fitness. Your current physical fitness, if you struggle with fitness and you're not that consistent, is just because of who you are. Of course, there are some deep ingrained things that you cannot really change about yourself, but again, it's the fitness above you, on top of you, and basically everyone is capable of improving fitness, and everyone has a certain self that is the kind of self that is in a pretty good shape, in my opinion, right? It's just my current thoughts. So basically, the actionable step of this video is to just sit down right now and just realize, bro, you will need to change yourself. I needed to change myself. Every person who has gone through a transformation has needed to accept new beliefs and values just because, right? And that's what I want you to do, because by doing it, you will become more consistent. And by becoming more consistent, by taking the right actions more, guess what will fucking happen? You will get great results. And that's basically it. If you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. By the way, if you want to get a free course, link in the description. Bye.